Hi. Welcome back to Feminism on Trial. I am a men's rights activist. I'm a member of the National Coalition for Men. I firmly believe in most of the things that the National Coalition for Men stands for. Not everything. I'm not a sheep. I don't just, go, okay, that's now my opinion. I was just interviewed by Blue Orange. You can look him up on YouTube. And he's doing a series of the faces of the men's rights movement. And he talked about the future. At the end of the interview, he talked about the future of the men's rights movement and what did I think, where did I see it going? And I think I surprised him because unfortunately, and I hate to say this, I don't think it's going to get anywhere. I honestly think we would have to have society as we know it crumble and men rebuild it, because women aren't going to rebuild it, and men rebuild it and have the natural hierarchy, the God-ordained hierarchy occur. Because that's what would happen. Who would rebuild the infrastructure? Who would rebuild the electric grids and all of that stuff? Like, who would do that? It would be the men. And also, if society collapsed, well, women are going to be in a different situation because they're not going to have government handouts. They're not going to have that safety net. They're not going to have daddy government. There's going to be real danger. So what would they do? Well, it would be like, primitive times when they did need a man for that. And their attitude would definitely change. I realize that's an extreme example, but sometimes I think taking it to the extreme is what really shows people the truth. Sometimes you can't see it in the current situation. We're too close to it. So step back, look at how it would be if society completely fell. Because here's the thing, it's gone too far. It's really gone. There's no way to reverse it. We are in such a matriarchal society right now and headed further that way. Men bad, women good. No compassion for men, no accountability for women. That's why my channel is so hold women accountable, show compassion for men. Does that mean I never hold men accountable? No. Does that mean I never have compassion for women? No. But I feel like you get enough of that on the outside. I certainly get enough of it. So here's an outlet where we can go, okay, if the tables are like this, doing this, everything still stays on one side. So I just want to go boop, get it adjusted a bit because it's way skewed. So no, I don't think the men's rights movement is really going to make a difference because we're too far gone. Why do I do it then? Why do I do this? Because it doesn't, just because we can't have one big movement and rebalance everything without a huge societal catastrophe, doesn't mean that I can't talk to one man over here and explain to him, hey, you're not crazy. You're being abused. Hey, it doesn't mean I can't warn young men about the dangers of signing that marriage contract and what they're doing, what they're putting on the line. It doesn't mean I can't warn them about the power of the state that's behind the woman. It doesn't mean that we can't advocate for things like 50-50 custody. We may get somewhere with that. We are getting somewhere with that in Florida, I think in Illinois, in other places in the world. 50-50 custody is gaining ground. I'm not saying we can't make improvements. We can in places like that. We may get domestic violence against men recognized a bit more. We might get a few more shelters for men open. But we're not, in my opinion, humble, ignorant as it may be. My opinion is we're not going to swing the tide back to balance and egalitarianism. It's just not going to work. Because the women aren't going to let it. And the powers that be, that I believe are running the show, having women be in charge like this really benefits them. They get the social programs they want. They get people reliant on government. They get they get people voting with their feelings instead of their minds. So, look at how things have changed in the last 100 years. They've changed a lot, and they've gone left. And that would not have happened without the overwhelming women's movement. So, no, you're not going to change giant things. You're not going to change all of society with the men's rights movement. But you might save a life if you have a conversation, or you share a video, or you write a paper or an essay and somebody reads it. You might save a life. You might give hope to a man. And that matters also. Even if all of us people who see what's going on and use our voices for men and the injustices that face them, even if no one ever hears us and we're screaming into the wind, why do we have to keep doing it if we're screaming in the wind and no one hears us? Because it's the right thing to do. Because you do what's right based on principle. You don't do it because of the result. A good result would be wonderful. And I hope I'm wrong. I really do. But I do this because it's right. And I hope that you will too. So hit like and subscribe. The more you do, the more people that see it. Some person might see it, not eat a bullet. Thanks.